Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Racing Addicts podcast season finale. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are here and we are...
Every time you set up "we are here," my head, because I'm 12 years old, immediately goes to, and we are queer.
We are here and we are live in studio, home of the biased A to B Media Studios.
You right.
Part for me, Alex, you want to introduce yourself?
I am a mildly dejected Ryan Blaney fan, Alex Beitzel, although exuberant Justin Allgaier fan. I have my
talk about highs and lows,
dude. That's just it's a thing. Mm-hmm. It is.
And also coming in via interwebs, Mitch, you want to introduce yourself? How you doing, buddy? How was your week going?
Man. It's going, man. It's dragging for sure. Alex, I'm not sure what that feels like. The highs and lows. It's just lows over here for me.
I cannot believe the Bengals lost that game.
Did they lose again?
Oh, you want to bring that up again? Oh, you mean Thursday? Yeah, I mean, that's given. I knew that was going to happen. I don't even get me started.
What did Joe Burrow have? Like Jamar Chase had like over 200 yards.
Yeah, he had 278 or something like that. And I had 55 fantasy points with Jamar, 45 fantasy points with Joe Burrow. So
I mean, win-win. Oh yeah.
But either way, it sucks, man. Like, I don't know what's going on with the team. Just decision making's been bad.
It could be worse. You could be a Cowboys fan.
Could always be worse.
You're right. They're having a rough season.
They're having a rough season.
My buddy Scott told me this year the Bengals just suck. Like he was like, because I was asking him like how.
Well,
like, he goes,
it's like they're doing well, but they suck. It's kind of weird because we lose by like 1 or 2 by the Chiefs, 1 or 2 by the Ravens each time, and we throw up 400 yards. Like Joe's doing great, Jamar's having this best year ever.
Yeah,
we're having.
It's like
crazy.
Your coaching just isn't getting you by. Hate to break it to you.
And on this ownership sucks. The guy's like 91 years old and he doesn't believe in firing anybody throughout the season. I wish Donald Trump was our owner because I want him to fire the whole squad.
If you're going to mention 45-47, you're going to do it by POTUS or
President of the United States,
Donald Trump.
Yes.
Hey, the man has won 3 elections now.
Wow. We're not going to get into the fact that like somehow over 10 million liberals just disappeared overnight. Over a year.
Sorry, this is my fault. I started it. We probably shouldn't even go down this road.
So,
about 15 actually.
Speaking of the underdog winning, ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Cup Series champion. Alex, if you could switch to my monitor, please. Joey Logano.
If you guys stand by, I'm going to go grab my toaster real quick.
Joey Logano. Wow. What a race. I know you often... Alex,
Sorry, my mic stand was falling, and then as I was fixing it, it fell and hit me in the back. We're good now. All's well.
All is well that ends well. Here's another statistic for you. Alex has been going off since the race about how the 18th points driver, when he's actually, I think, 12th.
14th. I did figure that out today.
Okay,
he's 14th, yeah.
Won the
He was 18th when he made the playoffs.
Championship.
You just called it a Super Bowl.
I did because I'm reading about Super Bowl. Alex, put me back over to my monitor. Super Bowl in 2012, the New York Giants regular season record was 9-7.
I know we still have a shot.
9-7. So this is all, one to prove Alex wrong. One to prove Alex wrong and one to make Mitch feel better.
Hold on, I gotta do some math real quick because I'm kind of curious. I want to do a comparison.
9-7 is what, 54%?
I mean, it could happen in the
56. That was really good. 56. All right. So if you take 14 divided by 36, it's worse. It's 38. So even your comparison is generous to Joey Logano.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
Oh, wait. No, it's the other way. Crap. It actually makes him better.
Yes. I was going to say. So,
can we just make him worse? Because I hate Joey Logano. I'm sorry.
I'm not a fan of him.
You might want to apologize
Great
to
hairline.
a Logano fan.
Great hairline.
Great hairline.
So I guess we should have Kevin call in to see if he's happy.
That's true. He's the only one of us, I think, that would be happy.
Probably happy.
He's Team Penske.
Because he's all Penske.
I'm happy
because people frequently think I'm a Team Penske guy, but I'm just a Blaney guy because I Cindric and Logano could get fired tomorrow, and I wouldn't give two craps.
Exactly.
I am not a fan of either one of those clowns, and just, ugh.
Speaking of clowns, midweek news before the race comes out, RFK announces that they are not renewing the contract with Matthew McCall, the crew chief of the 6th. I'm ecstatic about this, Alex. I know you said, wait, aren't we upset about that? No.
We're not. Okay,
No.
well, I was curious.
No.
I thought we liked
Listen,
him, but
there's
that's good.
something now. I mean, he's
mediocre.
All the bad calls we've had to deal with, he made.
That is true.
I don't know if we can have. I don't even know if they can have one. I mean, Brad should just be the crew chief.
Maybe you should.
Is that possible?
I think he should just get Paul Wolf back.
Get Paul Wolf, yeah.
But I think he just won a championship.
Yeah, he's probably locked in that 22 for a while. Of course.
Well, he's locked with Penske. I mean, he could make anybody
that's
a
right,
champion.
that's right.
That's crazy. I mean, he's so.
Of course, Joey fired
so
TJ
smart.
Majors after he won a championship with him. So maybe
That's because TJ Majors is a douche.
maybe Big Ball Paul's about to be on the market.
Big ball Paul.
Man, could you imagine what he could do with a good driver if he could make Joey Logano win?
I mean,
The guy that owns the company too, so they have like that kind of relationship, and he would actually kind of configure the culture a little bit. And we know how Paul Wolf thinks and how intelligent that man is. It's just going to make it a better team. It's going to make Ryan Preece win championships. That's what's going to happen.
oh my gosh. Don't even talk
I didn't know
about
he was
it
a miracle
So
worker.
big
Holy
shout
crap.
out to Ryan Blaney coming up second best in the Penske group. Also second best. You know, I was actually just asking Alex. I was asking myself,
But number one in our hearts.
how is it possible? How is it possible that it's like 22 degrees outside and this room is hot?
So this room, I
Hot.
don't know what magic happens in this room. It doesn't matter the time of the year, the temperature outside, this room is always 80 degrees.
Yeah,
I have not figured it out.
I think it's the 17 LED fixtures with fans.
You would think that
That's
wouldn't
probably
affect
it.
it.
Or the 6 computers.
It's probably all of that.
It's all the IMAX, I guess. But I'm
The
telling
monitors.
you, at
the
all
lights,
times,
the cameras.
There's something.
during the summer, this air conditioner runs 24/7. During the winter, it runs 24/7. The only reason it was off, the power went out yesterday, and I think I forgot to turn it back on.
Shout out Duncannon.
Yeah, welcome to the Duncannon Borough. I don't know what is wrong with this room, but the AC is back on now, and according to the screen, it's like 85 degrees in here, and it's 30 outside. So yes, I don't know. The rest of the house is 64 degrees. Somehow this room's
Is
80.
it actually 30 outside? That was
Probably not.
It feels cold.
I tend to exaggerate.
freezing.
Yeah.
It feels cold. I
Oh
didn't-
yeah,
I'm a
35.
wimp. I'm a
35?
wimp.
35. Well, it feels like 35. Yeah.
But is the wind still like the wind earlier today was ridiculous?
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know why we're talking about this, but you know,
Sorry.
Because anything's better than talking about Joey Logano winning the championship.
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, I'd like to-
So I don't know
well,
that. So here's the thing. I think the fact that we don't like Joey Logano really makes us hate the format more.
Well, and this is
So-
I kind of wanted to talk about this
Because if
like,
Brad would have won,
right,
I'd have been ecstatic. He's currently 13.
we are home of the
14.
bias.
over the bias, yeah.
So we are home of the bias. So I'm just saying the Giants did it, and they beat the Patriots. I don't know if you know about the Patriots in the
We were definitely a fan of the
2010s.
Giants that year.
Yeah. So,
So here's my hot take, and because I've thought about this, I've had some time to
Eli Manning
digest.
is Tom Brady's daddy. Is that your take?
For sure.
No, I was going back to NASCAR.
Oh,
but
NASCAR, sorry.
I do agree. Tom, you know, he's his whatever. So here's my hot take. Because obviously the big topic this week is everybody crapping on the format and everyone's dumping on the format. It is not my ideal format. We'll get that right out of the gate. I think I'll tell you later, but I do have an idea for an ideal format. But that's the biggest issue is still the car, and I'll back this up.
Because he was air blocking.
He was. And that's even back even further. So Joey Logano's strategy for winning at Nashville was not pitting. If you had a car where you could pass and tire wear actually mattered, that strategy doesn't work. Fast forward to Las Vegas. What was his strategy again? Not pitting. Not like, oh, we pitted early to get an advantage. No, they just didn't pit. But this car is such a piece of crap that Christopher Bell, the dominant car at Vegas, and on fresh tires, can't run down Joey Logano in 80 laps or whatever because of aero and all that stuff. If this car doesn't suck, I don't think we have Joey Logano winning the championship. I'm throwing that take out there right now.
I think if Alex doesn't quit complaining about this car, I'm going to start my own podcast called Alex Too Much.
But tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm just saying.
He's not.
Just in Alex's defense, he's a Blaney fan, so biatching, which is a legal word.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got your other one marked down.
But part of
But
his,
it's not even that because it's like I remember multiple times it happening at multiple tracks.
Oh yeah.
How this happens? Where how does Blaney gain all that time, and then all of a sudden he's like right there, and then
he
the
used
car
his
stops
stuff
working.
up, man. That's what Alex wants.
Well,
Tires.
it's
He used
not.
them up.
No, it's not.
It's so much more.
He said it himself. I used them up.
Yeah, but he got there with 10 laps to go and couldn't do anything. Like, and we saw. So what was frustrating? You guys
used it up.
You guys have to watch that
There's
restart
not enough
again.
horsepower. That's what.
Well, there's that too. And let's not even get started.
I'm not gonna go down that route.
I mean,
we
is it
continue
really,
to
is
make
it really
Phoenix
that
our championship
odd that he
race?
couldn't
Alex
catch up
complain
the
too
car
much?
with the same exact setup as his?
Yeah,
His average
'cause
finish was 16th this year.
yeah, because he was far dominant. I mean, the 12 was way faster. Like
The 12 sucked all year, just like the 22 did.
No, he didn't.
They were as consistent as each other.
didn't.
Let me get my statistics up.
All right, look up who scored the most points over the summer month, and you know what number you're going to see?
I'm talking about
number 12,
the season,
baby.
The season.
I know, he had a good season.
We're talking about
See-
August.
Let's
He
look
was-
at the Winston Cup format. He'll be
Yeah,
like
he was
15th
fifth in points.
I just looked at the
He was
Winston
fifth
Cup
in
format.
points. In the driver's standing, he
I think
was fifth.
Logano was 7th.
No, he was even in the driver's points. He was 14th, and in the Winston Cup points, he was 11th. I did the datas. But Mitch, you brought up because we were talking about the format before and the frustration, and you actually made the comment a couple weeks ago about how we don't mind it in the other series as much because you don't have the stupid car, and I think
it was a great race Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's this whole parity thing where everyone has 2.5 horsepower and everything's so aero you can't pass unless you got 27 lanes in a corner. And I think that's where this comes from.
Right. And I do think it's ignited because Joey won. Because a lot of people don't generally like Joey. They don't have a reason either.
Oh, for sure.
They just don't like Joey. It's like I don't know what it is, but it's like there's so much stuff involved with it. I don't know. He's involved in every feud, I think.
And I think too, if his season didn't suck as much as it did, I don't think it'd be as big.
Average
of an outrage.
finish for Joey Logano, 17th.
I thought it was higher. I thought it was 21.
Trash.
Average finish for Ryan Blaney, 15th.
That's a big jump, though.
2 positions.
Yeah, that's big, though.
Oh, I didn't think it was that close. I thought it was top 10.
So, and here's the other big thing too: is you have
Brad's
to look
average finish 15.6.
You have to look at how many times the 12 got wrecked in a good spot this year, whereas the 22 just ran 18th every race, though. That's a huge variable to me.
Literally, Ryan and Joey.
Because he had that 4-week stretch where he got wrecked every week by someone else's stupid move.
Well, Kyle Larson should have been in the race. That's the first thing.
Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace have the same running finish.
Yeah.
Bubba did not make the playoffs.
No. If you take all
Ross Chastain, he's a better finish.
Than two of them?
Average finish than Ryan Blaney.
Which, credit to Ross, I don't know that he got involved in many wrecks this year. He kept his nose clean. They kind of sucked on speed, but they kept their nose clean. And
You know
I think
who
that's
has
where
the
that comes
best-
We're going to sue you.
You know who has the best average
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
in the entire?
Oh,
Not Corey LaJoy.
not Corey LaJoy.
Best average finish. Give me a guess.
I'm gonna go Chase Elliott. What about you, Mitch?
That's probably it. I was going to say Tyler Reddick, though.
The answer is, drum roll please, with an average finish of 4th, Joey Hand.
Get out of here.
No, it was Chase Elliott with 11.7.
Okay, that sounds.
So he
right.
should have been the champion.
There you go. Yeah.
Take me back to 1998 when they had no, what would they call that? They had no stages. It was just what?
Laps
5
led.
bonus points for the most laps.
1,699, Kyle Larson. Wow, that's a big jump.
Oh, it's
Second place, Christopher Bell with 1,145. He has like a whole race above of laps led.
I mean, there's a massive case to be made for Christopher Bell being a legitimate champion this year. I mean, massive case because he topped so many stat boards this year. Honestly, there was a piece of me hoping Christopher Bell won the championship before Martinsville. Because I had him written in. I mean, most of us did, but
Ryan Blaney, 567 laps led. Martin Truex, 555.
Holy crap, Truex was that high? That's impressive.
Yeah.
0 wins, but I mean, still impressive.
Yeah, he choked it away a few times. There were some races he should have won.
Dude, their execution, holy crap, it's bad.
Yeah.
Did you see, like, I have never seen a retiring driver so excited, full of no regret as Martin Truex Jr. Like, I think his only regret is that he waited till this year, because everyone after the race is like, what are you thinking, man? You know, it's your last one, Sabre. He goes, I can't wait to leave.
I can't wait to leave.
It's like, holy frick, that was crazy.
That was the most Martin Truex Jr. answer ever.
Yeah. So this mic stand keeps falling.
Him and Dale are just going to go in the tree stand and just hunt.
Yeah.
That's all they're going to do.
Another thought is more Chevy manipulation again at the end of the race. Alex, what are you talking about?
Well, and you can call it what you want. Maybe manipulation is the wrong word, but
You're
if you
complaining that Kyle Larson was blocking.
yes, 100%.
It's called racing, Alex.
No, that's just being a good teammate right there.
And that's what it was. He was 100% blocking for William Byron.
Absolutely,
because everyone knew that 12 was the fastest car. So,
Do we remember?
But he was racing for position.
Yeah, but it wasn't racing. He was stopping and turning the car. Like, he was giving up 5/10 a lap to get in front of the 12 because he brought the two of them from here to here. Like, he was literally slowing down both of them to get them away from the 24. And that's what pissed me off. That's where I'm like yelling at the TV. I'm like, just wreck him. Like, I like Kyle Larson. I'm like, just freaking wreck him. I was getting so fed up. What's that? Sorry, say it again.
Didn't the 12 help the 22 win a race this year?
No.
When he was lap down?
No.
The 12 did something this year, I thought.
I mean, he rode behind him, but like,
he did the same exact thing.
No, that's completely different.
Yeah, he aero blocked.
Because you can aero block.
He did not aero block a single car.
He pushed. He gave him draft and put. Maybe
his car was broken. How much push was he getting?
Was it Kentucky?
No,
that's how he made it 750 laps.
They didn't race at Kentucky.
He pushed him. Blaney would push Logano
watching anymore.
and then pit and get gas and push Logano more.
I mean, he did it for like 3 laps, but
Alex, what's that? Mitch, do you smell that? I think it's hypocrisy.
No, it's completely different. Hold on, I'll mark that down.
Hypocrisy. That is a cuss that David did not do, for the record.
That's good.
So I think basically all we've determined is Alex is biased to a point that he is.
Well, the Chevy was still bad in your mouth
Alex
from the
is
previous
biased
week.
as a Kamala
That's what
supporter.
ticked me off. Oh my god,
his hatred has blinded him to the truth.
I'm sorry, which manufacturer was blocking the whole racetrack last week to save William Byron? Which one was that?
All of them. All of them. They all suck.
I don't know. I think
they're just as bad as Toyota when it comes to that. I agree with that whole situation.
If we wouldn't have had the Martinsville thing, I don't think it would have been hot on my mind. But I think that's what set me off the most. Is it was like you still have that in your mind of like they saved William Byron 8 spots at Martinsville, like a lot. I mean, they blocked the track for 20 laps.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Should have been in. That was Chevy got their wish. The Chevy guy was going to be in either way. So
right, they didn't care.
Well, penalize Willie. We don't care. That's such a corporate dumb thing. You know, like why can't it be pure? This sport isn't pure anymore, man.
Well, and
that's the problem.
And it's not, and it's just, it feels like every step that NASCAR takes to be more entertainment based devalues the product. And
they have not gone forward on anything in the last 2 years.
I don't think so. No.
Tires.
I watched 3 playoff races. That's it.
Went forward on tires. They gone backwards. We just celebrated. We just celebrated our first decent short track race in 3 years. I don't know if that's winning.
That's a win. You guys, I can't even do this anymore. I can't even do this anymore. I got to start drinking more.
I don't know. I didn't even watch much. I was watching college football.
Speaking of drinking and driving, Alex, if you could please go to my monitor, please. Please.
Oh my gosh.
I like the segue.
They're like, Bubba Wallace right. Chase Elliott wrecked them.
Why would the cameraman not be following the pace car for one? I mean, that's got to be embarrassing.
Just how? Like how? I don't know.
Imagine if it hit the wall. That's the thing. Like, it was really close to hitting the wall. That was a very.
I mean, it was almost bad.
Like it was oh my gosh, I forgot, and then you just like split second think because you like if you miss it, you're gonna lose your job. Like I think it was one of those situations
Look,
where
he's got to turn around. Like, oh my god.
Just we should just parked over on the side and reversed after the pack went by.
Yeah,
that's all you had to do. The first stretch is over there.
Like,
I mean, we are going to red flag that.
Yeah. We joke all the time about how NASCAR continues to bring like the crappiest people to the table, like for all these decision makings, and then you watch them drive the pace car into the pit wall.
I mean,
Was it
championship
Brett
race.
Bodine?
I mean,
Was it the Bodine guy?
No, he's been gone
driver?
for years. This was someone new. I didn't recognize the name.
I was gonna say, is it that hard to hire somebody like that raced before, or I don't know, has a driver's license?
He had some Arizona marijuana or something.
Something was going on. Yeah, let's check the.
He was out.
Oh my lord!
I mean, someone made a thing about, well, Kyle Larson's not the only one that hit the thing. I'm like, yeah, but Kyle Larson was doing 170 miles an hour when he hit it and barely
There's a difference.
missed.
He was racing, not pacing. All right, like
He was going from 170
one guy's
to
trying to win a
35.
race.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What was he going? 65? What's the pace? What's his pace? 65,
I thought it was 40.
75?
It might be faster. I thought it was 40. 45 is too slow, isn't it? It's probably 70.
Imagine Elon Musk is like, you know what? National announcement. We're going to give NASCAR all these Teslas. It's going to be automatic driving. You won't have to worry about it. It does it itself. Self-drive into the pits.
Self-driving.
For the pace car.
Pace car.
For the pace car. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not down for that either.
My buddy just got a Tesla, and shout out Pete. Probably not listening. Pete was on. Remember Pete?
That was fun.
Oh,
we did a
Pete.
Pete 2 years ago now, right? It
Yeah, it was a while ago.
I was in North Carolina.
Yeah, you were still in North Carolina, so it was a while ago. It was like our first season.
That might have been.
We still have like
we're
one
the
desk.
fourth one now. Yeah.
Well, Pete just got back from an undisclosed location in Africa.
I like how everything's undisclosed.
Well, it is. I mean,
I'm
he's
still laughing after last week.
What was last week?
With our undisclosed liquid.
Undisclosed liquid. Well, so yeah, he just got back. He was protecting our future, our freedoms. So thank you, Pete, for your service on this Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on. Alex, if you could do me a favor, my eyes, I'm older. I don't know if you know this or not. If you could make that font not 3.
Oh, yeah.
It's itty bitty over there. I can't even see the words. I know what they are. Oh, thank you. Phoenix Racing product. It still sucked. Alex, Bell was strong comments early in the weekend about how he felt like he was robbed. I mean, he rode the wall.
That was kind of my position too. Like, it's really black and white. I don't know how he can be mad at NASCAR.
The only reason I feel like, and it's a safety, because it's a safety concern, they can't not, even though he didn't gain any spots. He didn't gain any spots.
Right. But that's not why the rule's in place. The rule's in place for safety. And like he went over the crossover gate, which was honestly
the problem,
the thing that they're most concerned about. So like, to me, it was one of the most black and white penalties NASCAR's had.
Yeah.
Like,
easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I think he understood he was going to get the penalty. I think the reason why he keeps going on about this is because of the core issue about this is the NASCAR decision making with everything.
You mean the Team Chevy manipulation? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, that the whole thing with that. And the only reason why he did it is because that happened. He's been saying that. He's been saying that I only did it. He admitted it a few times. He only did it because of the manipulation with Chevy. So why put me in a box? Like, it wasn't because of he's going about it a different way. It's not about the wall. It's about the box you put me in. Yeah. And NASCAR loves putting people in boxes, as we know about 23XI. And, this company just sucks.
Chevy put Brad in a box last week, too.
I mean, they did.
What's that?
Put him in a box.
Brad in a box.
Yeah. Oh.
Brad in the box.
The shame is...
Brad in the box.
And maybe I'm crazy. So
box.
Let's assume Christopher Bell does not wall ride. Would NASCAR not be forced to look at the situation at hand? And at that point, then Toyota would be in the light. Like, am I crazy for thinking that? Because, like, the broadcast was picking up everything. Like, the broadcast is airing, like, Austin Dillon's radio and everything.
Know.
So, like, you would think... Now, granted, NASCAR apparently doesn't pay attention to the broadcast. But, like, I wonder if Christopher Bell would have just ended the race legally. Done what he could.
Had he... I feel like
he would have forced NASCAR to do something.
Yes. Well, they did.
And then they would have just DQ'd to 24.
I don't know what they would have done because he would have been in. But did he do anything wrong? He didn't do anything wrong. Bubba's the one that did it.
Bell was in the right until he rode the wall.
Exactly.
Up
That's
until
what I'm
that
saying.
point,
So
exactly.
Had he gotten loose, hit the wall, came off the wall, and slowly
Bubba
drove.
would have been penalized too. So they would have looked at that as an advantage for Bell. So I'm not sure if they really called it any different,
Well, and
regardless
but
of the wall.
at that point, do you do the whole NFL like offsetting penalties thing where you're like Toyota cheated, Chevy cheated, but Bell got the points advantage, Bell gets in?
But Bell didn't get the points advantage.
He didn't because he rode the wall. Bell was in on
he
points.
did. Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
Bell was
That's
in
right.
on
He was
points.
in before he rode the wall.
Yeah,
That's
that was the
interesting.
ironic part. He didn't even have to ride the wall. He just had to pass
Yeah, you're
Bubba.
right. He didn't have to.
He
I
was
see what
doing
you're saying
25
now.
mile an hour in the top lane.
You know what? Yeah, because he actually would have been in. I think you're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And that's what common sense says. But this company doesn't have that.
well,
so we
and
need
you're
to
right. You're
think
right.
about it.
You're right.
From a common sense would say, yeah, they probably would offset because they're both doing the
I
same
almost
thing.
wish there would have been, and NASCAR did penalize, but like the problem was they penalized him $100,000. Well, William Byron having the opportunity to run for a championship, Chevy Motors is going to write that check in a heartbeat. Like Rick Hendrick probably had a check Tuesday afternoon in the Hendrick.
That was
Motorsports
capital
mailbox.
gains in like hour 3 for like
Right.
after
And-
the election.
I think they said it ended up being like $750,000 Chevy had to pay out collectively.
Because it was like 3 people that all got penalized.
Yeah, but of the 3,
But what does it pay to have a car in the Final Four? Because the number is probably bigger than that.
Millions.
Yeah, like that's
Probably
the thing.
millions.
Like that is the easiest
Sponsorship
ROI ever. It's
bonuses.
like, we'll just cheat, pay the penalty, and then they're in the Final Four. So that's the problem. Like
It's called a loophole.
I think what they should have done is like not penalize the driver's points because it was not William Byron.
we're closing
or
loopholes. Loopholes are closing.
Tariff, my favorite word. Tariff. They
my
should have put a
favorite.
tariff on Team Chevy for their bull crap and Toyota Racing. And what they should have done is on the owner's points, which is where the teams get paid, it should have been like massive penalties. And that's where you could actually hit that. And then the next time the Chevy guy says, hey, we need you to do this, Bubba Wallace's team's going to go, nah, screw you. Because last time that cost us whatever. Like if you say you penalize the 24 or whatever, the one, whatever Chevy driver you want to penalize, or all of them, I don't care. If you penalize them like 500 owners points or something and basically take them from like top 10 to 30th and see that payout difference at the end of the year, that's how you get manufacturer attention. And then the driver still has a chance to do whatever it is that they did. So the driver isn't afflicted, but the owners are going to feel it. And then I think that's what you have to do to change the mark.
I agree.
Yeah. You got to do something. Dude, the OEMs are driving me bananas, and all of them. They all suck. Like they're all just, we're too teamy.
It's not pure anymore, like I said earlier.
No, it's not.
Just a game of manipulation. And if it's going to be that, like I don't really want to even watch, to be honest. Like, and then I'm being honest. Like it doesn't seem.
You guys are
even
such
worth it.
downers. Downers.
Well, all right. Do we
I'm
want to
just
talk
saying.
about the Saturday race if we want to be happy? Because there's a lot of happy on Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Allgaier finally breaks the Denny Hamlin curse and wins his first Xfinity championship. Allgaier has been running in the Xfinity series since
14 years? No, that seems too low. It's
since
gotta be more than that.
1987.
It feels like that, doesn't
And he finally has his championship. Junior is excited. Rumor has it he still has not set the flag down. But if we move back a lap or two before the end of the race, I want to know, Alex, how did you feel when Riley Herbst was all over Allgaier for the pass?
Well, you guys saw the text thread. You know how I felt. Riley, from the beginning of
We
the
did not
race.
publish that text thread.
We did not. You're
That's why
setting
I'm
it up.
actually bringing it up here in person,
So
you can give entertainment value to the podcast.
My level of happiness towards Riley Herbst was very low from the beginning of the race because there has to be, like, I want you to still race 100%. There has to be a level of respect to the championship drivers. And literally it was like lap
Manipulation, you
10.
mean?
Yeah, manipulation. See, and it was Ford manipulation.
Hypocrite.
I'm telling you, you get every manufacturer covered.
Hypocrite.
They all suck. Because Riley was clearly trying to defend for Custer.
His teammate.
Yeah.
His actual teammate.
Because it was like lap 15? I mean, it was early in the race, and he's literally dooring the 7 going down the backstretch, and they're in like 6th place. And I'm like, dude, the frick. And then, so what's crazy? The wreck or the almost wreck with Allgaier and the 16 and the 98. If you watch the actual replay, because at first glance from the camera view that was live, it looks like the 7 came down. The 98 came up.
Yes.
Like 4 freaking lanes on exit. So
Quite a ways.
Oh. And then on the last lap, he's body slamming the 7 down the backstretch going into the turn. And you can hear Eddie DeHunt on 7 radio just going, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Yep.
Like, let that clown go. Even in his post-race press conference, they asked him about that. They're like they even set him up. They're like, don't you think that was a little aggressive? Like a guy who's about to win the championship? And he goes, I didn't care. I was moving him when we got to the corner if he didn't give me the lane. And I'm like, what a douche. I'm so mad at Riley Herbst.
In his defense, he does drive for Monster, and they're consistently douchebags that drive for him.
Dude, you're not. I mean, Ty Gibbs has done a rock solid job with that brand.
Us.
Oh, he gets us. But hey, Justin Allgaier just signed a long-term contract with Brandt and JRM, and Riley Herbst is unemployed, so suck it. Hope that win was good. Next week, you'll be working at McDonald's.
Wow. Why? Why is Honeyman wrecking late every week? Because he sucks. I'll answer that one for you. Rough driving on championship contenders. We kind of hit that one. Xfinity ratings up 1.5 million for Saturday night race. For one.
Great. Love it.
Really?
So here's one thing. I think the
That's
biggest
incredible.
thing for Xfinity right now is going to the CW. I hate having to find the race every Sunday, every week.
It is frustrating.
Every
it's
race.
really frustrating.
Besides the trucks is on Fox, that's great. Thank you, Fox Sports 1, for being consistent. Even though
you suck.
And your cameramen are the worst. Like, it is a reminder every week how much I enjoy NBC's broadcast team and the CW's broadcast team over Fox's. So, if we get Fox out of racing, I'd be okay with that. Side point. But everybody knows where to go now.
Well, there's that.
The
That is
CW.
true. Yeah.
I don't have to go and Google this and Google that because, I'm a dedicated fan, so I'm going to do that.
True.
But people who are not dedicated fans, most Cup fans watch the Busch race if they have time.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, if I'm scrolling through the channels trying to find where it's at, because people still do that, right? They scroll through channels.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just search.
My daughters watched live television for the first time last week, one of their own shows. And my daughter's like, Dad, why can I not skip the ads?
It's not how that works, honey. This is live.
This is real life here. This
Back
sucks.
in our day, we had to watch all the commercials.
Back in my day, I had to use the antenna ears, rabbit bunnies.
Well, and I will
spot.
Yeah. I will defend CW. So one of my biggest complaints this year was there's random blackouts everywhere.
Yes.
And I even got a chance to experience it once, which was frustrating. Apparently, because of the last minute decision for the CW to do Xfinity this year, there was a rights conflict for the year 2024. So from what I understand, that will not be an issue in 2025 and moving forward. And the CW app will have the Xfinity race every week. So
even better.
Can you log in with your provider and then just watch it from there?
CW is free all around, I believe.
Yeah, I think
They're like PBS.
Really?
They're like PBS. They're free.
Oh, dude, they're going to have so many viewership then?
Well,
Because it's accessible on the app?
And what's cool is like Allgaier was talking about it because he's sat obviously like he's one of the head guys in Xfinity. So he actually got to sit down with the CW execs and their biggest advertising point was like, hey, NBC does you guys and Cup. So Cup gets all their advertising. We're only doing you guys. So 100% of our marketing is towards pushing the Xfinity series. Yeah. And I was like, that's pretty
awesome.
cool. Yeah. So dude, what happens when Xfinity numbers pass and meet and pass Cup next year? Because I think it's unless the Cup
Something
series changes, it's going to happen
You'll see
because
it.
Xfinity's killing it.
I can't believe I have to look at the data with all that for the last few races, but that's pretty close. How many did Cup have? Do you know?
2.5, I believe.
So we're only off by 1 million?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, actually.
Dude, I don't know
For
that
minor series, yeah.
I don't know that Xfinity's ever been that close. Like even I forget one of the other races I was looking at the numbers and I think Xfinity was only 1 million off, which was
It was like 1.3 and then Cup had 1.9. I think it was like Pocono or something like that, or some track. I forget what it was, but
that sounds right. Yeah.
It's a very close gap. But I think I think you're right. And it really just depends who's racing in that series. So if you get like Martin Truex Jr. racing, but for junior full time, or something like that, you're gonna have those people still tune in that been around for a while or been rooting for the guy. I think, but
I don't think anybody tuned in to watch Eric Almirola this week or this year.
No,
I hate that guy. Do people like him?
I don't mind him.
Shut up.
Problem.
Turn his microphone off. Look.
I watched him win in person this year. It was pretty cool, man.
There's
nothing he can do to stop it.
I don't dislike Eric Almirola. I'm just not excited about Eric Almirola.
I dislike him. For one, how can you be a Christian and work for Joe Gibbs?
There's he gets us.
He gets
There's
us
some conflict.
Gosh.
Please.
I bet
excited. He gets us is where the Antichrist comes from.
Jeez.
His name's Joseph Gibbs.
There might be something to it.
I'm just reading the Bible and putting it in real life.
You might be onto something here.
Moving to the truck series, as predicted, Ty Majeski destroyed the field.
Do you want to know what's really funny about this? And I didn't even realize this until after I wrote the notes. If Christian Eckes doesn't push Taylor Gray out of the way,
I know
Majeski's not even in that race.
Not even in. Yeah, Eckes picked. I can't remember which commentator actually said that. Like, hey, Ty Majeski's good at Phoenix. Like,
yeah, right.
Do you really want that? And boom, diggity.
Eckes is a moron. I can't stand that guy.
So wait, he would have, because he would have made it in either way, right?
Well, because
he didn't move.
Exactly. Yeah, Eckes was already locked in. Like he couldn't get knocked out at that point. And when he moved Taylor Gray out of the way, he moved Majeski in.
That's something to think about.
Yeah,
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
I mean, I like Majeski, so I was excited. Like, I enjoyed seeing him win.
Yeah.
The only thing that upset me about Justin Allgaier winning is I wanted Ford to sweep again. Cole Custer goes right there.
I mean, Custer's a nice guy, but man, how do you not love an Allgaier championship? Like that was one of the most.
Because he's going to be here for the next 30 years.
Probably 5.
We could have sent Stuart Haas out on a winning note.
Well, Riley did. Granted, I don't think that car was legal, but good for him.
What
are they going to do? It's his last race.
Haas factory team going up to
Cole Custer moving up to he is moving up to Cup.
Yeah, I don't think that team's going to do anything. I don't think. Because remember what Haas was before Tony Stewart joined the picture back when it was the Haas CNC racing team?
Oh,
and they ran
Johnny Sauter and Kenny Walsh for a few races. And
I'm telling you, dude, Tony Stewart
Sauter destroyed that team.
Well, he wrecked every week. That didn't help.
I know.
Yeah.
He was so bad.
He gave him the old Ryan Priest treatment.
The old Ryan. Oh, God. Don't even talk about him right now. Lane Riggs shows speed and spins late.
Guys.
Connor Jones spins self and then crashes into teammate post-race. I missed that.
Some headlines just write themselves.
Yeah,
Connor
Jones. Don't even say anything. All right, track moment. Hey, this Saturday, Baps Motor Speedway, Kenny will be in action.
He will. They featured him in the ad. I don't know if you saw that on the socials.
Him, and they also pointed out that they have infield seating.
We have to at least try it, right? Yeah.
Infield seating. Yeah, you can enter through, what is that, turn 2?
That's the only downfall. Like, are they going to open that gate after like every session, I guess?
Feature, I guess, yeah.
Wow.
We're going to
run across like chickens.
We have to put a bridge in.
Yeah, because they don't have like a tunnel like Williams Grove, so you have to cross the track.
They'll probably put something like that in eventually if they get big enough.
I mean, I got to say, they're putting money into the facility. Like, BAPS every year is doing something.
Something big.
So, and they got to fix turn 1, though. They changed the entry of turn 1 this year, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's screwed up everything going into 1. So whatever they did, just undo it. The track was good before. Just go back to what it was.
Amen. David Gravel solidifies the Outlaw Championship at Charlotte in the final weekend. World of Outlaws should really coordinate schedule with NASCAR, I think. Is that what you're saying? Woo?
Sorry.
Woo?
My phone autocorrected. I actually did have it W lowercase and uppercase, but it autocorrected to woo.
Woo should really coordinate schedule with NASCAR.
That's kind of funny. I didn't even see that until you pointed that out and I was reading the note. That's good. I don't know. I just hate that the World of Outlaw finale is the same weekend as NASCAR. Like, I wish they would just run it this weekend because then, like, they would be the only thing on TV. But it's hard because,
usually not. Like, I don't know. Usually, I thought NASCAR's done a week earlier, but this year is because of the Olympics.
Well, no, because last year, unless they move it, but last year they were over the same weekend too. Because I remember that. Because I remember thinking the same thing last year. I was like, I wish the Outlaws were a week later, because then I could like watch it
or go to it. Yeah, because it's like it's a little warmer down there than it is here.
It's in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if NASCAR brings their finale to Charlotte, then they'll be forced to. Which anything's possible, I guess. But
or you have them both at the same weekend. That'd be nuts. We have a lot of people there.
If somehow, I don't know how, but if somehow that happens, we're going, by the way. That's
both. I mean, they're already sold out enough. Well, they wouldn't do that because they already sell out with the World of Outlaws. Yeah. They're not going to, like, you're not just going to do that.
It doesn't add any feature.
Away.
Could you imagine how disastrous camping would be if you tried to have the NASCAR and World of Outlaw finale across the street from each other?
It would look like a third world country afterwards.
Oh, it would.
Just,
piles of poo. Piles and piles of poo. Oh,
that Mitch passed out on the lawn
again.
What? Well, he quit.
Oh my gosh!
All right. Next up in our news and rumor segment, Bobby Allison passes away at 86. I said that a little too cheerful. Let me try that again. Bobby Allison passes away at age 86 after receiving his 1986 win. Congratulations.
That's true. So that was like their last little tribute to him.
Yeah.
Got to get him moving.
So we'll give a moment of silence. Okay. Alfredo not returning to our motorsports. Kind of surprising. I thought he had a very good year.
I thought so too. I thought especially for that team, he brought them to
brings
a new
money.
level.
Like Dude Wipes moves with him. And I don't get it. Yes, it is what it is.
I concur. I think, and we give Alfredo wet noodle, soggy pasta. We give him a lot of crap on this pod, but I feel like 2024, he went up, I thought, quite a few notches.
Yeah.
I thought he brought that whole program forward.
Yeah, he went to more like not so soggy pasta.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys like Ty Dillon that got a full-time ride next year. And
he's definitely better than Ty Dillon, like hands down.
Not even conversation. Yeah.
Big news out of the litigation side of NASCAR. 23XI loses the injunction.
And FRM, sorry. I guess I should have put both teams in there.
20,
yeah.
And we'll run charterless
we like
year.
them now. McDowell's not there anymore, so we like FRM now.
Work charterless. Can you win a championship charterless?
Yeah, it just means they're not locked into every race. So if they, like, what happens if any of them wreck in the duels or whatever, like, they're not making the 500.
Yeah.
There is no guarantee that a 2311 car or an FRM car makes the Daytona 500, which is insane, especially for a race that has like quite a few cars show up.
Makes for good TV.
Yeah.
I guess so. Hey, we're an entertainment series anyway. Might as well own it, right? Just one more step.
Can we get anybody else to lose their charter? Can we do something about that?
Hold on, what is that? Team Penske is selling the 22 charter? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a lot for the next 20 years.
Oh, wait, it was Austin Cindric. Never mind. My bad.
It was one of the two.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Corey Heim, I imagine, is back at Tricon in 2025. That's surprising.
Crazy. You know what's sad is you look at the JGR Xfinity lineup next year, but yet Corey Heim does not have a ride.
That's insane.
I mean,
does he win a Tricon championship?
I mean, you would have thought this year would have been the year. I mean, if Majeski hadn't made the Final Four, Heim had it locked in.
Yes.
But Majeski just smoked him. So maybe next year. I don't know. Question mark. If Majeski doesn't make.
Well, he's still going to race Xfinity. He does that part-time stuff too. Yeah. I think he might like the seat time between both series. So maybe he's looking at it from a development standpoint. Because as you think about it, I feel like the Cup Series doesn't have enough room for a little while. I feel like, I don't know who's the next to retire, Kyle Busch, and that's going to be like, what, 10 years from now? Like, I don't know. Like, you just got to think about that.
I don't know. You retire once you stop having fun, and you stop having fun when you don't win, and he hasn't won.
And he is very vocal about how he feels about this car. He's more vocal than I am about how he feels about this car.
And on top of that, I think it also is a big factor that he's also has his son racing, which is going to give him a reason to stop racing.
He already announced his plan. That's just his idea. Well, but I don't know how true it is. But
he wants to hang around until his son can come up, right? Isn't that the idea?
He wants to pull the old LeBron James.
It's smart financially to do that. You're going to lose all that millions of dollars. You're just going to stop. You know what I mean? Like
he's
talking
not
about millions
of
dollars.
That's a good question. Like, is Kyle Busch still worried about money?
I don't know, because just because you got money doesn't mean you have money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because
I don't know how much is invested. I don't know how smart he is with all that. But either way, they end up making it back either way, it seems like. So.
What did Spire pay him for the... Now, obviously, he didn't solely own the race team, but I would imagine you got a good check out of that.
$50 million, actually. So, yeah, I think he's fine, actually.
I mean, conservatively, he probably got $20 million out of that, right? Like, you would... I mean, maybe I'm shooting high, but...
I don't think there's any... I don't think he has any, like, other investors with the team. I mean, obviously he had sponsors, but I don't think like
maybe not.
Do you think Joe Gibbs owned 20% of it? I don't think he did.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because like even JRM, you've got it's split 3 ways between Rick Hendrick, Kelly Earnhardt, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. So like I just assumed, I guess, that KBM. I don't know. I could be wrong though. Maybe
that's more family though. That's family.
That's true. Maybe KBM. Maybe he owned KBM outright, and he actually got $50 million minus
him and Samantha.
Well, he has a net worth of $80 million.
Yeah, after this sale,
and his approximate salary is $16.9 million.
Yeah, well,
maybe not now, unless he's making that off of other things too, other than
endorsement earnings $1.7 million.
What was his salary at JGR? Wasn't it 25 mil? I feel like that was the number that we had heard when he was driving the 18 M&Ms. I thought it was 25 mil.
Was
he was
it
making?
That's one thing. Let's change about NASCAR. Let's make the people. How about they make open?
They used to.
I can Google how much Jalen Hurts made today.
So I'll be honest with you. There, that NASCAR Illustrated they used to have every month. I signed up for.
I remember that. That was a good magazine.
I got it just to read the purse earnings.
Yeah.
That's really all I wanted to see was how much money did each series make and how much career earnings, and
that makes it easy to find out how much Corey won in his purses.
I mean, he's doing well. I understand, like he's not winning races, but
stacking burgers.
Guy's still probably making $500,000 a year, like even in that car.
He was making $250 with GoFast. So if you're making 6 figures, and then you're also, I mean, he says he has investments and stuff. When he was talking about, he said he could retire when this whole thing went down. He said he could retire right now and live happily ever after. He said with his investments and his side business, and he could be a baseball coach and just be a dad for the rest of his life. Like,
I bet Spire was paying him $1 million, don't you think? Like $1 million a year, you think?
I think probably his recontract was, but you know what? He only lasted after they re-upped less than a year, so he probably got maybe $750. I don't know how. Maybe they bought him out. That'd be awesome if they did. They gave him, the full contract amount.
You ready for the YRB net worth, Alex?
Ooh, let's guess. Let's play a guessing game. I'm gonna say 20. No, 15. 10 mil.
Mitch?
Go 18.
18.
5.
So I was going the right direction. Eventually, I would have gotten there.
So is Busher? Matt Crafton worth 10 mil.
Well, you have to think about it.
David Reagan is worth 20.
Because it depends, like if you have a lot of debt. Right, because if like you have debt, it takes away from your net worth. Because if he owns a mansion that's not paid off, you ain't gonna have a high net unless that mansion's worth something, right?
Well, and I bet Ryan's place was salty. I bet that was expensive. He's got a nice looking place.
He does, and
of course, he probably bought it in cash. I mean, he won a freaking championship last year. Like that's got to be a good payday.
That's $8 million right there.
Yeah, he bought that house.
But he's not worth 5. He just got 8 last weekend, so he's probably worth 18.
Did he or the team get 8 though? Because his payout's probably.
I don't know. He's probably got at least $1 million. I would think. That thing went up to probably play close to 10.
I bet the championship is what bought that house last year. I bet it's $1 million house, and he probably got paid $1 million from Penske.
I'm sure he got more than $1 million. There's no way. I wish this was transparent. Now you brought up a good conversation.
I know. See, now we're all curious. But hey, while we're talking Corey LaJoie, can we just assume he's going to be back in the 51 next year? Is that safe?
I hope not.
Well, where else is he going?
I don't know if I maybe a truck or Xfinity team. I don't know, but I just
the 19 truck is still open.
I know. That's why I think they're waiting on his decision. Either way, I don't know. I just don't want to run 30th every week, and it's weird because he's had speed. Like he had that fastest lap at Martinsville. So I'm like, okay, so obviously there's potential, But were they experimenting the last 6 weeks? I mean, I'm not going to be mad if he does resign with them, but I just kind of, I don't know if I want to see him suffer. You know, it's kind of hurts to see him suffer as much as he has, as far as him struggle. I just want him to be competitive and you know, some kind of prosperous energy going in the right direction. I don't know if it's a 51 is a good recipe. That's all. I just hope it's a good fit. If you know,
I feel like
I hope they try hard.
Because even like RFK the last couple of weeks felt like they were hit and miss. You know what I mean? Maybe
I think they were just experimenting. That's probably
I think so
my
too.
best. Because they had like 3 top 20s in a row, and then they just stopped. And I'm like, okay.
Well, I think it got to a point where they didn't have anything to gain because the 6 and the 17 were already like in their spot. The 51 wasn't going to gain that many spots.
You're probably right.
It probably was
just like, just use your stuff up, save your stuff for next year. Like, why? Knowing Corey, he probably said, why burn up the good stuff when we have.
Or try something new, see if it works better.
Well, that too. So, you know, I'll stay optimistic, but we'll see.
By the way, in case anybody was wondering, Elon Musk, 262 billion.
Oh, and that's he's got.
He's going to help with our deficit. So,
hey, sad news: the 7 did finish ahead of the 51 in owners points. Just for what it's worth. Fine. I thought about that, but I wanted to check.
Congratulations, Spire. Hope you're happy.
Yeah, you know what's been
I'm
crazy?
Sorry, I hate them.
I know.
Only one person I like there, and that's the truck driver for the 7.
Yeah, we do. We love Chad. What was crazy is like, remember how Corey was always choking in races in the 7, and now Justin Haley just picked up where he left off?
Absolutely.
Like, it's almost like there was something going on in the car.
Finishes, and I was like, It's because the crew chief sucks. Brian Sparks is terrible.
Sparky.
I actually agree completely with you.
He's pretty horrible.
He's trash. He's
a
trash.
Matt
And I
McCall.
think Matt McCall's a little better than him. Because Matt McCall, he got what, 2 wins with Jamie McMurray, I think.
Got me beat, buddy.
Which Jamie doesn't even win a whole lot. I'm not saying he's bad. He's still not a bad driver. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Sparks hasn't won anything, so he has nothing to show for.
Well, and like the 7 was always taking this like really dumb strategy, and then it never worked. Like there's moments with Hassler that I'm like, what is he thinking? And then like the 12 jumps 5 spots, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Like,
all right. But
the Vegas race, like when he finished 14th, like that was all the crew chief. That was Zane Smith's crew chief when he won a truck championship, I was told. I believe that's who it is. And that guy's smart. So long as the car runs and doesn't have issues, I don't still want fuel pump 2.0. Like,
well, yeah,
not
and that's valid. That's valid.
I'm not doing that again.
I feel like I like that crew chief, and I feel like I would love to see Corey with a year with him. I feel like there's some potential
I wouldn't mind
there.
it. I wouldn't mind it. I'm just cautious. That's all. I just want the best for him. So I hope that things work out.
There was a new rumor that dropped today that Rick Ware might be selling his team to somebody. So we'll see. I don't know.
That's why they didn't run well. They're getting rid of their.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any validity to that or whatever.
There's a lot of validity to that. I think it's like because NASCAR's entertainment drama, and usually most rumors come true. It sounds like nowadays.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Well, not just NASCAR. I mean, just everything. It seems like, but either way,
that thing they said about you and your. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Such encouragement.
Just you never know. You don't know what to expect, I guess, with how things will go with, driving next year. But
there's so much. The amount of uncertainty in the Cup Series right now is just wild to me. It's absolutely wild. So
that it is.
Here for it, though.
We're here for it, and we're here for. Speaking of being here for things,
I like that segue.
Thank you.
That's really good.
We are going to be doing another collaboration season-ending wrap-up podcast with the guys from Here for the Speed podcast.
That's going to be deadly.
Shout out.
It's going to be deadly.
So, funny story. If we can push it a week, I might just do it on their side of things.
Oh, honestly, that would almost be worth it just for the hilarity of it.
Maybe I'll
that'd be funny.
Surprise everybody. I'll be over in
that would be
Jake's basement.
Yeah, and if we do that, Mitch, you come here and you sit in David's seat, and then he can sit in Orlando, Florida.
You can talk about Pocono to him.
I think they said. I think they're. I think he lives like 35 minutes from my hotel.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
I mean, I'm at least going for dinner. I want to get one of those southern steaks, baked potato. I don't know. What are you making for me, Jake? What are you making?
Text us right now, Jake. What do you mean? I'll listen. If it's
Alex,
a good
we're not
meal,
live
maybe I'll
streaming.
come down. I'm just saying.
You know how much Alex loves Florida.
That's right. It's weird. I'm getting the itch, man. I haven't been to Florida since like June. It's been June or July since I know. Isn't that weird? It's like, ugh, I need to go to Florida.
And he's going to make fun of me for going again. He just said to me on the phone yesterday, he said, "I'm finally done with vacation season." I was like, that's all year round. Yeah, we're going back down.
Speaking of Kenny, have we checked the air temperature for the race on Friday? Will he be running?
He just texted me.
Okay. All right. Now, he texted the group, which Brett Griffin is stepping down from DBC, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw that. He tweeted it today. But I'm pretty sure that's what Kenny sent us, which is crazy.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Like, I can't imagine DBC without Brett Griffin. I just don't like it.
I don't think it's going to work.
No.
That's the end of it.
I mean, I really like the rest of them, but...
Yeah.
But Brett's
Griffin
good.
Gives you this whole new... He's not afraid to say the quiet part out loud, you know?
Well, he's not a spotter anymore. Maybe that's the issue.
I mean, maybe so, because I feel like he's stepping further and further away from spotting, so maybe that's why. But yeah, I was shocked to see that and kind of disappointed, honestly. I like Brett Griffin.
I do like Brett Griffin too.
I mean, he's kind of
Is he retiring? Is he ready to retire? Does he have that kind of... Because he's...
look up his net worth.
I don't think he's the kind of guy that's ever going to retire. You know what I mean? Like, I think Brett's always going to have something. Well, he has his marketing company on the side, Spot On Activation.
That's
so I would
him?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. So I would imagine he's just going to put more effort. Well,
he's a marketer. I mean, I guess he's the one coming up with these ideas
and activation and all that stuff. Like, that's kind of his thing. So it could be.
You just wouldn't. You wouldn't, like, if you looked at it, like, if you didn't know who he was and you just saw him, you wouldn't have thought marketing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he's like silently genius. He's like redneck smart.
He probably comes up with the shirts and stuff too. Like all the, I mean, Freddie's probably, I don't know. Freddie creative, he's just funny. I think he just kind of does his thing. Probably Brett's doing all the heavy work now you think about it.
Probably. Yeah. Freddie's a good
Maybe
guy.
that's why he's quitting. Oh no. He's burnt out.
I wonder if they're bringing another spotter on or if it's just going to be Freddie and TJ. I mean, like Freddie and TJ are good.
You got to bring somebody else.
Yeah, you have to. It's better when there's three of us.
Oh, it is. It's such a better dynamic with 3. 100%.
If only Mitch would be more committed to our calls.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Mitch doesn't love us. It happens. I get it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
Thanks for ending the season on a high note, Alex.
Yeah, what the heck?
Justin Allgaier, ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Xfinity Series champion.
So as we look back over the season, cue the sad music. I feel like NASCAR has done. I think it was better than before. Let's just hope that they change a lot in the off season, and that's about it. I don't have anything else to say. I mean, season's over.
I mean,
oh, you know what? One thing we didn't talk about, Alex.
What, we missed something on the we missed.
We missed one thing.
We got the David news coming.
I think
up.
I know what it is.
If we could.
Oh, we do have the screen. Yeah, we have an addition to the Racing Addicts family.
We do, and not yet. Okay,
not yet.
Go ahead. Let's see it. Alex,
boom, look at that.
Welcomed a new Blaney fan.
We have the newest Ryan Blaney fan to the NASCAR world.
Yeah,
little undisclosed name.
Undisclosed name.
I guess I don't know. I guess I haven't asked the wife yet. So maybe we should just keep.
Then you put the name on Facebook.
Yeah, but I have my Facebook private. It's only friends. So, yeah. I don't... You have to be a friend to see my Facebook. So.
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh,
and
look at that.
There's David.
That's the baby.
That's the baby. Yeah, that picture's amazing because he's not crying in it. That's pretty cool.
That's because I was holding him. He liked it. He was happy.
Yeah.
He was... Well, actually, he just got done eating, so he had that, like, milk-drunk look on his face.
Oh, that's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just feed him all the time so he sleeps. But no, he's been great. My wife and I were actually almost a week. Wait, it is a week.
Election day.
Yeah.
Yep. At
Wow.
He was born at 8 p.m. last week on today. So
Congratulations, Daddy-O.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. Welcome to the group. Mitch, now we just got to get you to pop one out.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon, y'all. So I'll have to wait for that. I'm 28, so I got time. So.
I think it could be Mitch. It could be. I'm just saying. We may have discussed this already.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking around with us.
What are you talking about?
We are the Racing Addicts podcast, wrapping up the 2024 season.
You saying I'm a dad already?
Any final words,
I'm saying
Alex?
you could be a dad.
Mitch, any final words?
I don't think so.
I'm not a dad. I am a dad, actually.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
I'm a dad now.
It'll wait
Alex,
17
so
years
sad.
and then I'll get this child support check for 80 grand. I'll be like, what the frick happened here?
Oh, my gosh.
No, we're saying you have the best potential to get married and become a dad soon. That was actually what we were saying, but it was way more fun to bring it on.
I
yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah, I think we're getting close.
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, Mitch.
All right, we will be back, hopefully.
We could double the Corey LaJoy fan base.
What season was this, 4 or 3?
This was season 4. So
we're coming back for season 5. We'll probably have a holiday episode to kick it off.
I guess that's the question. Do we have the Christmas at the end of season 4? Probably the end of season 4. I feel like the beginning of season 5 is going to be like getting ready for Daytona.
It depends on how much information has come out by then, because everything that comes out for the Christmas episode is going to be for the next year anyway.
I say we just do December. Obviously, we're going to do it in December, but we just kind of just talk about whatever's happening. It doesn't have to be. It could be for both years. You just talk about it.
Don't tell me what to do, Mitch.
I mean, heck, that's half our podcast anyway. So what's the difference?
I know.
Right?
It's just no agenda. We just kind of shoot the crap and drink
shout out
eggnog with stuff in it.
Shout out to Perry County, Pennsylvania. We had 4,058 liberals vote in our county.
Oh my gosh!
So
I know 3 of them.
I know at least 9 of them. So there's 4,000 in the dark, in the shade.
Shout out to all those Harris Wall signs in the dumpster.
Shout out to all those, yeah.
Sorry.
Red wave, baby. Red wave.
We are not a political podcast, sorry.
But if we were,
I bet you have no idea who we're voting for.
We would be happy.
Yeah.
Hey, we started this podcast when Trump was ending his presidency.
Wow.
And now he's back.
What a desperate place to be.
Oh my gosh, as a business owner, you know how excited I am for 4 years of a Trump presidency? Come on, baby.
I'm going to make more money.
Back then, yeah, guess what? We had a $1.89 fuel.
We did. I
And
know.
you could get 2 Big Macs for $4.
2 for $4.
Now,
I forgot.
There's
You
the
get
sign
2
of the economy right there.
I did hear
You
that
get 2 double cheeseburger for $4 now. It's crazy.
I did hear that they're bringing back the snack wrap.
They are because they're desperate.
That's how we know the economy
gonna
is saved. McDonald's is bringing back the snack wrap.
Thank you for tuning in to this season of the Racing Addicts podcast. You can find all of our stupid banter and sometimes good guesses about NASCAR and opinions on the webs, at Twitter, at Instagram, at Facebook, at YouTube. All with the tag name Racing TikTok with the tag of Racing Addicts Pod.
Yeah.
So
Give it
check
a
us out on all the
search.
socials. Keep up with us, and we will maybe post some stupid things throughout the off season.
Yeah, I got a little bit of an arsenal of some old clips that didn't make it.
You got a big arsenal, buddy. Okay, I'm done.
Dad joke number 1. Hey.
Oh, I was here for it. Well, as of being a dad, you were the first time. You've had some pretty bad jokes over the years.
Big arsenal. Yeah, gotcha. 10-4.
All right, thank you guys so much, Mitch. We're still gonna have to hang out. So
Yes, here soon.
yeah.
So
I have not seen Mitch in person in way too long. We got to change this, make it happen. You can come visit the baby, and we can hang out and have
Sounds
a good
good.
time.
You didn't even finish the baby yet.
I know.
not yet. No, I'll have to drop in here soon.
That's right.
They really like it when you just show up unannounced.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I did.
That's the rest of my family.
That's the only way to do it.
Oh, real
dude.
quick before we end the podcast, shout out Lolly. Congratulations
Who?
on becoming a grandma.
Oh,
Lolly?
Lolly.
Pop?
No, Lolly.
Who's Lolly?
Melody.
Oh. I don't think we're going to go with Lolly.
We went with it.
Oh, did we? Oh.
It's
All
been
right.
decided.
Oh, this is, whatever. This is, hi, congrats.
Shout out to Xena.
Oh, that's right.
The two of
Now I
us have
remember.
decided.
I remember. Okay. Gotcha. Now I'm remembering this conversation.
Shout
No.
out Lolly. Does she still listen? Does Lolly listen?
She catches up like multiple episodes at a time.
So I might get a random text about this. in 5 years.
In February. Yeah. First week of February. Yep.
All right. Congratulations, Lolly and Pop.
Pop.
Lolly and Pop.
I don't know. I still got to get all
Yeah.
these names right.
All right.
So-
Congratulations.
We're going to wrap this
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
We're done. It's tough to say goodbye. Hate to see you go, but love to watch you leave, right?
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Something like that.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
We'll be here for Christmas.